The Dinner Party is an installation artwork by feminist artist Judy Chicago. It's widely regarded as the first epic feminist artwork, and it symbolizes history of women in our civilization. There are 39 elaborate place settings arranged along a triangular table for 39 mythical and historical famous women. Of course, it is inspired by the women's movement and the rebellion against the male-dominated art scene during the 1960s. The dinner party was intended to be exhibited in a large, darkened, sanctuary-like room with each place setting individually lit, making it look as though it was composed of 39 altars. You can't really see it in this picture, but there are 999 names written in gold, like in the middle space. Each one of them, of course, with its own liminal space. This artwork took 5 years in the making, from 1974 to 1979. And of course, with the volunteers and labor of about 400 people. The dinner party was a testament to power of feminist vision and, of course, artistic collaboration. The art first opened its exhibition, the Museum of Modern Art in San Francisco, in March of 1979, and was completely sold out. The dinner party represented so much more for women activists, history accomplishments. This is more going into detail on how they made the table, of course, measuring 48 feet on each side, 39 plus settings dedicated to the prominent women in our history. Included 999 names that were inscribed in the table's glazed porcelain brick base, which when I saw the YouTube videos, it was so pretty, especially with like the lighting. And it was a lot of signatures, and almost 1,000 signatures. So they attributed to women their individual place, with a ceramic art. And this represented a lot of famous luminary figures in our history, which they named as primordial goddesses, which included famous names like Susan B. Anthony, Emily Dickinson, Margaret Sanger, and each one is, of course, beautifully crafted. And then, of course, each table runner included the name of the woman, utensils, a goblet, and a plate. So my favorite one would have to be from Wing 3 on the dinner party setting, which is going to be the plate setting from Margaret Sanger, who was an activist that pioneered the fight for American reproduction freedom in early 20th century. She became an activist for women's labor. After her divorce from her husband, she moved to New York City and started to help in poverty-stricken neighborhoods, which led to help the education working class women about reproductive freedom. Later on in life, she founded the American Birth Control League and became president of the Planned Parenthood Federation of America. Not long after that, she did work on getting the birth control, which she worked on developing the birth control pill and the legalization of birth control up until her death in 1966. Now, going into the actual art in this, the plate, if you see it, it has some bright red glazes that evoke the female reproductive organs and the blood that is involved in the reproductive process. And of course, as well, the battle for reproductive freedom. The red hue serves as a reminder of the bloodshed of many women who died during childbirth or as a result of illegal and unsafe abortions. And then if you see the runner, It's made of pink satin and embroidered with tones of pale pink reds and purples to correspond with the intense colors of the plate. The form of the runner was fashioned to suggest a butterfly, a symbol of personal freedom, achieved not only by Sanger, but by all the women who benefited from her fight for reproductive choice. And this has to be my favorite one, only because I also believe in reproduction freedom. I think all women have the right um, for this. So it was pretty close to home for me. So I just decided to, just to talk about this one. It just it means a lot to not only myself but a lot of women out there. So as you can see here, there's a closer look at the beautiful embroidery and the detail in the ceramic plating, which a lot of critics ignored only because they resembled female genitalia, and a lot of people found that disturbing back then. Um, I guess they just thought, or they suggested that it was more of like a Playboy and Penthouse, I guess promotion. They just felt like they were promoting like or sexualizing women, I guess, instead of it being more of a women empowerment art.